Imagine nearly getting to your own wedding, only to have the Navy crash the party. That's exactly what happens in Watch It, Sailor.
If I'm not put a word in my own house, if I'm not presuming, I'd like to know I'm entertaining.
A delightfully chaotic British comedy from 1961. It's a story of missed timings, boozy delays, and family mayhem, all leading up to one of the most unpredictable wedding days in classic British cinema.
Come on, and don't say a word to nobody. Nobody, do you hear? Oh, be quiet.
And yes, the mother-in-law panic is absolutely as funny and painful as you'd expect.
I'll have no hole in the corner jiggery-pokery nonsense, thank you. I know you sailors.
The film opens with Albert Tufnell, a sailor played by John Meelan, who's supposed to be making his way to the church to marry his fiancée, Shirley Hornet.
Mustn't arrive in church smelling of liquor. But it's my voice, my nerves. I won't be able to say I will.
But instead of donning a suit and showing up on time, he's planted on a bar stool, knocking back drinks. The reason? A fellow drunk, played with comic timing by Bobby Howes.
The mother-in-law. Don't do it, son. Turn again, Whittington.
Starts ranting about the horrors of married life, especially the dreaded mother-in-law syndrome.
Your breath, they're gone.
That's right. Go on, rest your doom.
Eventually, he stumbles out of the pub with his shipmate and best mate, Carnoustie Bligh, played by Graham Stark, whose deadpan delivery and loyal demeanour make him one of the film's most grounded characters.
He has not. He's not had the opportunity.
Keep out of this.
The two hop into an old Austin 6 to head to the wedding. But of course, the car breaks down.
You know, I'm getting married. I should have been in the church ages ago.
I've never let a bridegroom down yet.
Meanwhile, back at the church, Shirley, played by Vera Day, is trying to hold it together while the guests wait awkwardly.
It's all your fault anyway, bringing a sailor into the house. Oh, Mom!
Her domineering mother, Emma, brought hilariously to life by Marjorie Rhodes, completely owns the screen as the overbearing matriarch.
Because I don't want my daughter to be disgraced in the eyes of my neighbours, I'll allow the wedding to go on.
Delivering biting one-liners and judgmental glares that feel just a little too familiar.
Don't believe it.
You don't believe it. You don't believe it.
You can feel the tension crackling between Shirley and her mother, even as Shirley tries to keep the day from collapsing entirely.
Do you want to make a laughing stock of yourself again?
I don't care what people think.
The bride's father, Henry Hornet, doesn't say much. He hardly gets a chance to when his wife is in full flow.
Yes, you would.
Cyril Smith plays him with a sort of sluggish charm. He does his best to comfort his daughter in the midst of the wedding day mayhem.
When you're married and you want your mother's advice, come to your father.
He ends up in the pub Albert and Carnoustie visited earlier in the day, meeting the same drunk at the bar.
Poor Emma must have changed quite a lot. She's changed my pals, my nights out, and my football.
That's one of the themes in the film, how everyone has their own little moment of falling apart, even when they're supposed to be pulling it together.
A mistake, is it? What do you expect us to do now?
Things escalate further when the spirited maid of honour, Daphne Pink, played by Liz Fraser, decides she's had enough of the family drama.
Uncle and I forbid you. Yes, you do.
You can forbid till you're blue in the face, but I'm still going.
She has her sights set on best man, Carnoustie. The two have a playful subplot brewing between them, and Fraser brings a bright, flirty energy to the screen that breaks up some of the tension.
This is terrible.
Dreadful.
Just when you think things might finally go back on track, a telegram arrives from Lieutenant Commander Hardcastle, played with icy stiffness by Dennis Price.
Who sent it?
Frederick Hardcastle, Lieutenant Commander RN.
His character doesn't appear much, but when he does, he's a showstopper.
I don't know what you're talking about. What I'm talking about when I say it's a question of paternity, I mean your own.
Delivering bad news with perfect precision. The message? The wedding can't proceed for legal reasons.
Now what's the matter? Headache?
No, not yet.
Albert's worst fears have just been made official.
Henry?
What?
Quiet. Christopher Robin saying his prayers.
Frankie Howard makes a fantastic appearance as the church organist. His wide-eyed expressions provide a hilarious backdrop as everyone scrambles to figure out what's happening. Then there's Irene Handel as Edie Hornet, the quirky, meddlesome aunt.
Shirley and Albert was made for one another, like salmon and cucumber.
And Miriam Carlin as Mrs. Lapp.
Our duty. If it's any satisfaction to you to know it, the poor girl's upstairs sobbing her heart out.
And you've got a room full of memorable oddballs all chipping in their 2 cents.
I wonder if you'll ever have a wedding in the family.
The supporting cast rounds things out beautifully.
Of course, you're the bridegroom who wasn't here this morning for the wedding we didn't have.
Arthur Howard plays the vicar with the right blend of flustered dignity.
Oh dear. Bang goes my monthly sewing circle.
while Renee Houston pops in as Mrs. Mottram,
Yes, remembering that you were left at the altar yourself years ago. I know.
with her own brand of no-nonsense commentary.
Oh, poor Shirley.
Even the briefest roles, like William Mervyn as the ship's captain,
And you didn't say something stronger. I should have done so in his place. Wedding blitzed and all that.
or Diane Aubrey's sharp-tongued barmaid, feel fleshed out, giving the film that lively ensemble feel typical of mid-century British comedies.
You're a... Mrs. Horner! I'm not going to have her or anyone else calling Albert.
Watch It, Sailor was directed by Wolf Riller and produced by Hammer Films, better known for their horror movies.
And read it out loud.
Are your ferrets suffering from mange?
But here showing their flair for farce and timing. The film was shot in black and white at Bray Studios in Berkshire, which gives it a cosy, theatrical feel.
I wanted a drop of water.
Maybe, but these were going under for the third time.
Appropriate, since it was adapted from a 1960 play by Falkland L. Carey and Philip King. That play, in turn, was a sequel to their earlier hit,
Station master, I have a complaint to make. There's a woman in that waiting room. She's taken the whole place over.
Sailor Beware, and the film definitely feels like an extension of the stage, with tightly packed scenes, overlapping dialogue, and big personalities bouncing off each other in one confined situation.
Now?
Critically, the film received a mixed reception.
Can't marry.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Ma, shut up!
Monthly Film Bulletin found it a bit flat-footed, saying the jokes were old even then.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, everybody seems to have it in for me today.
But audiences and modern reviewers have been more forgiving. AllMovie praises the performances of Dennis Price and especially Irene Handel, calling her the film's scene stealer.
Got your spectacles in your hat, did you know? Oh!
Fans on IMDb echo this. One reviewer even wrote, "It's worth watching for Irene Handel alone. She's simply superb."
In there?
Yes, if you don't mind. Wouldn't you like to go make it up now?
They're not wrong. Her delivery is bizarre and brilliant in the best way.
I say, he isn't a station master. He's a corporal in the Navy.
In terms of box office, it wasn't a blockbuster, but that wasn't the point. British comedies in the early 60s were often modest affairs, aimed at local audiences, and Watch It, Sailor fits comfortably in that tradition.
That's all up to you. Dare we?
Yes, Albert, why not?
It didn't need huge international appeal. It relied on sharp character work, a madcap setup, and the kind of relatable family madness that works in any decade.
Now, Shirley's back. Come on.
So, is it worth your time today? If you're into classic British comedies, theatrical farces, or just want to see a wedding almost completely unravel thanks to a car breakdown and naval red tape, then yes, it's a gem.
Well, this is mine.
Shut up!
It may not be perfect, but the cast gives it their all. The jokes land more often than not.
All you need is a 6-minute stamp, 5 minutes, and a solicitor.
And there's something very real under the surface of all the chaos. Besides, when a movie can make you root for a sailor to make it to his own wedding after being warned by a drunk stranger about mother-in-laws, you know it's doing something right.
You've caused enough trouble for one day.
Me?
I can't understand what you've got against Albert.